Hi, Liz here with another craft. Today is Saturday, the 12th of September. I hope everybody's doing well. It is noon here in Central Texas, and it's a beautiful day. Not too hot, not too cold. So today we're going to take a Dollar Tree pumpkin, and it's one of these that I bought like back in August, and I took these pieces off of it, these raised pieces. I used my heat gun to loosen up the glue, and then I pried these pieces loose. So we're just going to use this piece here. Now these pieces here we could probably use for another project. So we're going to set those aside, and if you like this project, please, what we say in the crafting world is sprinkle the love or spread the love. I would appreciate it. That way Facebook keeps my videos out there. And please comment if you come on live with me. Please comment so that also Facebook keeps my videos live. And I'm just bringing myself up on my phone so that I can see any comments from anybody that joins me. So the first thing we're going to do is paint our whole pumpkin. And I have this Anita's all-purpose acrylic craft paint in Rainy Day Gray. So I'm just going to shake it up and pour some on here. And then I'm just going to paint the whole surface. Now we are going to be adding our bling to this, so you're not going to see a whole lot of this, but I do want it covered so that the parts that you do see look nice. And I'm just going to do the top. I'm not going to worry about the sides. The sides have this brown on it already, so I'm just not going to worry about that. And I want to put a nice even coat on it. So we'll probably have to put a couple coats. And then we're going to liven it up a little bit with some darker gray and some whitish paint, just to give it some highlights. So I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to dry this. So is everybody already decorating for fall? I put my decorations out yesterday or the day before. I've never really decorated the house before for a season except for Christmas. So we had painted the walls in the living room, and then I put the items that I made on my lives for fall. I put them on my walls and around my fireplace and on my mantle. So as you can see this here, you can see the wood. So I'm going to give this another coat. And we don't have to worry about it too much because we are going to bling it up. And I did see this on the Craftathon that Melanie Ferguson put on in August. And I thought, oh, maybe I should try that. I thought it looked different and amazing at the same time. Okay, so we have our 2 coats of, oops, and I got a brush hair on there. Got my 2 coats of Rainy Day Gray on there. Ooh, I almost put that in my water. And I'm just going to dry that with my heat gun. Now the stencils and the chalk paste that we're using today are from Magnolia Design Company, and I am an affiliate with them. And I did put the links in the description for the stencil and the chalk paste that we're using. And if you do decide to order something, please use my links. I would appreciate it, as I do get a small commission. Okay, so here we have our pumpkin. It's just gray, and we are going to highlight it a little bit. And we have this vanilla cream from Folk Art acrylic paint, and this Anita's acrylic, which is charcoal acrylic paint. And let me get a brush here, and I'm just going to put some of this on my cardboard here, just a little bit. This one's almost empty. Hopefully I can get some out of it. And I'm just going to be dry brushing this on. Maybe that's enough. Okay, so I'm just getting some on my brush, and then I'm basically taking it off on the cardboard. And I'm just going around the edges, going in some. I don't know if you can see that a little bit right here. And we do the same thing to the other side. And then I'm going to do that to the bottom. It just gives it a little dimension. And you probably won't be able to see much of it once we get the bling on. But just in case, I just like to see that it has a little character. It looks more like a pumpkin. And then I'm going to take the vanilla cream, I think it is. Yes, vanilla cream. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to go in a little bit from where the gray is. Okay, this is what we have. Doesn't that look pretty? And we really didn't do that much to it. And I have that little bit there. Well, let me just add a little bit, since I kind of messed that up a little bit. We'll add some to this other side. Make it look like it was supposed to happen that way. It's all good. Yeah, there we go. So this is our pumpkin so far. I love it. And I'm going to put my paints up because we're done with those. And now what we're going to do is, I just have this board here. Now I got this board at Hobby Lobby when it was 90% off. So I paid $1.79 for this, and it had some kind of sports thing on it. It was red and white and blue, I think it was. So I just painted over it with black. It has these two sawtooth hangers on it. So I just painted over with the black acrylic paint, and then I took my sanding block to it. So we're going to add our pumpkin to it, but before we do that, we are going to put on our bling. So what I have here, and I've had these for years, and I want to say we probably got this at Hobby Lobby. I think I've seen those there. So it's just different size and shapes. You have a big round one, a big oval. You have this starry looking one. There's a heart one and a teardrop and all that. So we're just using these pieces to bling out our pumpkin. And I'm going to attach it with Mod Podge. I'm going to get these pieces of dried glue off here, because if you don't, your lid gets stuck. And then it's very difficult to get it off. So I'm just going to pour a little bit around the edge here. And I'm just using my 1/2-inch chip brush, and I'm just spreading the glue or the Mod Podge around this outer edge here. And then we're going to start adding our bling to it. Now, it doesn't matter in what order you put your bling on. Just I would try not to get the same ones right next to each other. I mean, it doesn't really matter though. It's just whatever you like, what you prefer. It's hard to get these off the table. So I'm just picking some out. And like the square ones, you can do them as squares or you can do them as diamonds. But I'm just putting them around the edge. And then I need some more Mod Podge. I'm just going to put some in the lid here. And I'll show you what we have so far. Hopefully it won't fall off. So that's what we have so far. So we're just going to continue around. And actually we're going to cover this whole pumpkin, not the stem, but the rest of the pumpkin, with these gems. So we're really going to bling it out. And I just thought this looked really nice. And like I said, you can put these in whatever order you want to put them in. And that's up to you. Just whatever you like. So I'm just adding more Mod Podge around the other edge of my pumpkin. And we should be able to fill in any gaps that we have. That was another thing. I was going to get some glitter. So I'm going to have to run to the next room over and pick up my glitter. I always seem to forget something. Isn't that always the way? You think you have everything and then you find out you don't. You're always missing something. So this is what we have so far. And we're just going to continue on with the Mod Podge. Like I said, I'm not going to do the stem. This one needs a big one. I don't want to. What happened to my great big? Here we go. Right there. So just adding my gems. to my pumpkin. Now I'm adding more Mod Podge so I can continue around. Now you could hot glue this if you wanted to. I thought about doing that, but then I thought, well, I kind of want to put some glitter on it, some silver glitter. So I thought the Mod Podge would probably work best on this. We'll see how it goes. I'll hold this up so you can see it in a second. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So we're just going to continue. Oh, Bill Fessler is on. Hi, Bill. How are you? Thank you. So I'm just adding Mod Podge to the rest of the middle of my pumpkin so that I can put my gems on. The hard part is trying not to put the same shapes beside each other. I mean, you can if you want to. I just thought it that I would like it better if they weren't all the same beside each other. Put some more Mod Podge right there. Let's see. Okay, so we got almost all of our gems on here. And then I'm gonna have to go get my my glitter. Okay. So this is what we have. And let me run and get my glitter and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not really sure where I got this glitter, but it says Studio G, 0.4 ounces of extra fine tinsel glitter, and that's in metallics. So I have the silver one here, and that's what I'm going to use. Although I want to try to get some more Mod Podge in here so that my glitter is going to stick. Some of the places have already dried up. And I want to put it on, no, that one's not, this one here. I'm going to put it on here so it doesn't get on my board. We don't want to get glitter everywhere. So I'm just adding some Mod Podge in between the gems of where it has dried already. And it should dry, it'll dry clear on the gems, so I don't think it matters that it's going to be on the gems. I hope not anyway. If it does, we could probably fix that. And of course the glitter might stick to the gems too, so I don't know, we'll just have to see how that looks. And I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do the stem, and we'll put the glitter on the stem. Okay, so I'm just going to open this up. Just going to take a pinch of it. Now, I did buy this glitter several years ago too. I'm always buying stuff thinking that I'm going to use it, and then it takes me forever to finally use it. I had something in mind at the time, and then I don't know, you never get around to it. But now that I'm doing crafts lives every day, I can definitely find uses for the items that I've bought and not used. Let me put this on the stem here before it dries out. So we're just making a glammed out pumpkin. A bejeweled pumpkin. So we're just going to continue until we have our in-between spaces with the glitter on it. And this stuff is really soft. It feels really nice. It's not like your normal glitter. Okay, I think that's good. So we're just going to shake off the excess. And hopefully a lot of it stayed on. Okay, so here's what we have. Now we're going to take this and we are going to glue it to our board. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Make sure that our board is right side up with our sawtooth hangers on the top. I'm going to lay our pumpkin down. And I'm going to put my Mod Podge up. Just getting the excess out of the lid, because I don't want my lid to stick. So what I have is this pumpkin stencil there. And I have my my fuzzing towel there. And I want to put this right here on it. Autumn leaves and pumpkins please, and then the pumpkin. I'm going to use just pumpkins please and the pumpkin. And I might not need to fuzz this. Let's see. No, I don't need to fuzz it. So I'm just going to put it right here so that my pumpkins please and then my pumpkin is right there on there. And like I said, I did put the link to this stencil in the description. So this chalk paste is almond latte, and I put the link to it on there also. And then we're just going to use our squeegee. This is one that I cut apart, and we're just going to use the bigger one since it is, you know, a bigger area for the words. And then my pumpkin here. So it's just going to say pumpkins please, and then have this pumpkin off to the side. So this is just making a nice little blinged out pumpkin hanger wall decor for your house, for your home. Okay, and then I'm just going to wipe the excess off into my jar. Put my lid on. Now, normally you would wash your stencils right away, but because I'm doing a live, I'm just going to put this in some water, face down, and then when I get off my live, I'm going to wipe it with my stencil cleaning sponge. And I just have this one little spot on there that I want to get off. Oh, you know what? It's part of the board. Okay, so this is what we have. This is pumpkins please and the little pumpkin. So we're going to hot glue our blinged out pumpkin onto this board. So I'm just putting hot glue on the stem, around the pumpkin, around the edge of the pumpkin, and then I'm going to put some in the middle, and then I'm just going to lay it back down. And I'm just going to press it down. So this is what we have. And then I was going to make a little leaf decoration on there. So I have my leaves, I have my flowers. I think that's it. So I'm just going to put one of these flowers on there. I'm going to cut the stem of it a little bit so it's closer. And I'm just going to put a little hot glue down in there, just to kind of keep it from coming out. And then I'm going to get out my leaves. And I thought maybe these metallic leaves would look good on here. Maybe I'll put it right here, put 3 of them, and then put the flower. Although we have a little dead space here. So let's see what we can do with that. Maybe like that. Turn this one over. Those leaves are pretty. And then I'll have some leaves falling down. Okay, so I like that. So I'm just putting some glue towards the bottom of the leaf. Make these two face each other. And then this one will go down this way. And then I'm just going to put our flower right there in the center. Why don't you want to work? Just like that. Okay, I'll show you what we have. And then I'm going to put at least a leaf or two falling down. So that's what we have so far. And it looks like I don't have any more of those metallic leaves, but that's okay. We have some of these here. And I'm just gonna make it look like, you know, they're falling down. And I think I want to pinch this together a little bit, just to give it a little three-dimensional look. Although I guess the leaves are kind of flat though when they fall off the trees. But just like that. And put another one on top of it. I think I'll just leave it flat. So what do you guys think? So if you're watching this on a replay and you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments and I will read your comments. So this is our blinged out pumpkin. And like I said, I did put the link to the stencil and the chalk paste in the description. I got the pumpkin cut out from the Dollar Tree. I got the blingy stuff from, I'm going to say Hobby Lobby years ago. I got this flower and the leaves from the Dollar Tree. And this board, and you can use any board, whatever size goes with your pumpkin. I got mine from Hobby Lobby, but you can get whatever board you want. You can use some of those boards from the Dollar Tree that have Halloween stuff on them. Just sand down the glitter and paint over it, or turn it over and use the back side of it. So I will be back here tomorrow with another craft at noon Central Time, and I appreciate it. I appreciate your all support. And if you would sprinkle, I would appreciate it, and follow and like Liz's craft page. And if you decide to make something, please feel free to share it on Liz's craft page. We'll take a picture of this and put it on Liz's craft page so everyone can see it. And just want to inspire you to bring out your creative side. And I know everybody has a creative side, even if you think you don't, you do. So until tomorrow at noon, keep crafting. Bye.